YouTube and members of Retta Hobbies Along. I know I haven't did a video in a while, but I have been working on watercolors and I didn't feel comfortable yet because I told you guys watercolors was the bane of my existence, but I've been working with watercolors the last few months. I think I talked a lot about how I do have an injury. I was a nurse, and it kind of affects my neurological sometimes, and my fingers have been going very numb, and it's been hard for me to kind of use pastels lately. That's one of my favorite mediums, and it's too hot to do oil painting. I love oil painting too, and I kind of like the no fuss, no muss cleanup of watercolors. So I have been, since I haven't been able to use my fingers right yet for the pastels, I've been, you know, going on watercolors, and I bought some books and some different tools and some better, you know, watercolors and stuff, and I have been experimenting and playing along. So right now I'm gonna I am going to do a video like of me repainting this, and I'm gonna videotape it. I had painted this the other day and it doesn't quite. I got the Modern Flower Painting by Anna Mason. She does beautiful work. God bless her and her patience, because she likes very thin, small brushes, and I've realized that flowers and florals need patience, and I have hardly any of it. So I learned that about myself. I think that's why I like faces and paintings of faces and stuff, because there is some small details, but you can use a bigger brush and it's a little bit more forgiving than the flowers and the tiny details. So this is the flower I've been working on, and if you see, that's gorgeous, and mine does not look nothing really. It tried, but you know, the colors is not the same. She has these special colors that she uses in the book, but I don't have some of the colors that she has in the book, so I tried to do my own thing and use the colors I did have and try to substitute. It didn't really, you know, the color of mine wasn't as vibrant as hers, but I'm hoping that my next go around I can get a little bit better. So I'm gonna videotape it. If you want to try your hand at this, I do have a copy. Whoops. I do have, if you go to Retta Hobbies Away on Facebook, I have a picture of this scribble of me doing her flower up, so you can, you know, just take the picture and copy it or whatever. So just go to Retta Hobbies Away on Facebook and you guys can go along. So what I'm doing is, it looks like this color I used for this painting. I used Payne's Gray, Winsor Newton. I had a Winsor Newton lemon yellow. I didn't have it in Daniel Smith. I had Daniel Smith Burnt Sienna. This was Daniel Smith's Payne's Gray, Daniel Smith Pearl Orange, I hope I'm saying that right, Daniel Smith Opera Pink, and I used Daniel Smith Rhodonite, which I think is too light, so I'm gonna kind of leave this Rhodonite out and come up with a different color. I was thinking about, I did have this Rose Madder Permanent. I'm gonna see how that looks mixed together with the Opera Rose. If not, I'm gonna try maybe a maroon, or I don't know. I'll figure it out to try to make this more rich in color. And then the Daniel Smith Bordeaux. And so this is what I did. I'm gonna kind of switch out the colors and try to figure out which ones. So before I start my painting, I'll tell you which ones that I did use on here. These, I found these are my favorite brushes. I have this set. I was watching a Frugal Crafter and she recommended this set. I do use this from time to time, the Mimic Creative Mark. I did have some problems with some of the things coming off, and I had to glue them on together. And I also had problems with some of the fake fur or the brushes, like you might see a little bit on there where, let me see, where some of them kind of get out of whack, and I had to try to pull. This is the one right here. I had to, it was like all over the place. I had to kind of cut that. But I found that this is my favorite brush, the silver black velvet. I bought the set off of Amazon. It was 3 in the set. I forget how much it was. I think it was like $30 or $20 some for 3. And then it came with the 12, the 8, and the 4. And even the 4 is too big for Anna's work. Even though I do use it. She wants really small ones, but I wanted her set. Anna Mora has her own brush set. I think it's out of Jackson's. And for right now, I couldn't, get it. I think I seen a brush place in America that may have it. I'm not sure. So I did find these on Amazon. They were pretty cheap. It was a big set of them, of different detail brushes for like $10 or so on Amazon. And they're called Transin. And I like the grip on them, and they had different sizes. She even goes smaller than these brushes. She goes smaller. I think she had like a 0, 0, and a 1, and a stuff like that. And I don't think I have a 0, 0. But these are the smallest I can go, so it's kind of hard to get her like little minute details in there, because this is the smallest brushes that I can go. And my patience. This is about, I can't get any small. My patience, I realize for that little tiny detail like she does, I have no patience for it. So this paint in watercolors in her realistic, which she does a beautiful job, I have no patience. So this is so this is nice, but it's not quite as beautiful as hers. So I'm going to try it again. So you guys can work with me, and I'll see you then. So get all your colors together and see, and then go to Retta Hobbies Away. If you want to work with this with me, go to Retta Hobbies Away, get a picture, the picture that I drew, and you can just copy it. That's fine. And we can try to do an Anna Mora. Her book is beautiful. Anna Mason. Why do I keep calling her Anna Mora? There's another Anna Mora somewhere. I don't know where. But Anna Mason's the modern paint. And she goes step by step with her colors and stuff. But like me, I'm just starting my watercolor journey. I do have a lot of watercolors, but not the same as what she has. So I did this one too. So you can see her different. It's a nice book. So you can work with me. I hope to see you again. Go to Retta Hobbies Away and work with me, and we can try to paint this together. See you guys in a bit.